you've made the pro and con list, probably more than once. You've talked to everyone who'd sit still long enough to listen. You've prayed about it more times than you can count, and you still don't know which way to go. And somewhere in the last week, someone quoted this verse at you like it settles it. Trust in the Lord. Lean not on your own understanding. Whoever said it probably meant well. Maybe they'd used the verse the same way themselves once, in their own fork in the road, and it had worked out. Or at least they'd decided afterward that it had. What they meant was, stop thinking about it. Stop researching. Stop weighing your options. Just close your eyes and go. And maybe you tried. Maybe you sat with your eyes closed, waiting for a feeling, a sign, a voice, and nothing came. And now you feel like you're failing at trust itself on top of failing to decide. That's a real burden to carry into a real decision. And it isn't a small one, and it's not what the verse says. The Hebrew word behind lean has nothing to do with whether you're allowed to think. It's about something else entirely, and by the end of this, you'll know exactly what you're actually being told to put your weight on. 2 verses, one from Proverbs and one from James, both aimed at the exact moment you're standing in right now. The space between knowing what you should do and actually being able to move. Proverbs chapter 3, World English Bible. Trust in Yahweh with all your heart, and don't lean on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He will make your paths straight. James chapter 1. Written to believers scattered outside their homeland, facing real trials, asking a real question about what to do when the way forward isn't clear. But if any of you lacks wisdom, let him ask of God, who gives to all liberally and without reproach, and it will be given to him. It's the same word used elsewhere in the Old Testament for a wounded man leaning his full body weight on a staff to walk, or a king leaning on the arm of an officer to steady himself on a chariot ramp. It's not a word about mental activity at all. It's a word about load-bearing, where you put the weight that would otherwise collapse you. Picture the wounded man again for a second. Nobody tells him to throw the staff away and walk on his own strength to prove his faith. The staff is exactly what he's supposed to use. The question was never whether to lean, but what you're leaning on when you do. So, when the verse says, don't lean on your own understanding, it isn't telling you to stop researching, stop weighing your options, stop using the mind God gave you. It's telling you not to make your own reasoning the staff you put your full weight on. The thing that has to hold you up when everything else gives way. Your understanding can walk beside you. It just can't be the thing you collapse onto when the ground disappears. That's the difference between using a map and worshiping it. You still read the map. You just don't expect it to carry you. There's a second half to that verse worth slowing down on too. In all your ways, acknowledge Him. The Hebrew word behind acknowledge is yada, the same word used for knowing a person intimately, not just knowing facts about them. It's not a checkbox where you say a short prayer before making the decision yourself. It describes bringing Him into the actual walking, the research, the phone calls, the spreadsheet of pros and cons, instead of doing all of that alone and only mentioning Him at the finish line. Practically, that might look like praying out loud through the pro and con list instead of just making it silently. It might mean asking a trusted friend to sit with you in the actual research instead of only asking for a verse afterward. The knowing isn't separate from the walking. It happens inside it. And there's a second word worth catching in James. God gives to all liberally. The Greek is aplos. It doesn't just mean generously. It means singly, undivided, without a hidden second motive. The same root gives us the phrase single high elsewhere in the New Testament. Most people read that verse as encouragement to ask with confidence, but the word isn't describing how confident you need to be when you ask. It's describing God when He gives, undivided, holding nothing back, no fine print. You're not being asked to manufacture certainty before you pray for direction. You're being told the one you're asking has none of the mixed motives you're afraid of finding. Put both words together and the whole passage reframes. It isn't a formula that guarantees you'll feel certain before you act. It's a description of who's steady underneath you while you keep walking, researching, and asking, undivided the whole time. So sit with this rather than rushing to answer it. What are you currently leaning your full weight on? Your own certainty, or the one who has none of the divided motives you're afraid of? You don't have to answer that by closing your eyes and waiting for a feeling. Keep making the list. Keep asking people who know more than you. Keep praying about it. Just stop expecting the mind God gave you to be the enemy of the trust He's asking for. Leave a comment. What decision are you standing in front of right now? You don't have to explain the whole situation. Just name it, one word at a time, exactly as written. 66 books. We're still on the opening line. Whatever fork you're standing at when this ends, a job, a move, a relationship, something smaller nobody else would even call a decision. The word underneath this verse was never asking you to stop thinking your way through it. It was telling you who to keep leaning on while you do. If this is the word you've been looking for, subscribe and stay awake with us. The Most High dwelleth not in temples made with hands. Acts 7:48. For whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved. Romans 10:13. We are the called. Stay awake. Stay with us.